You'll be the highest wisdom you will want to have on the quartermaster because that will be the most important. Yes, I can see what you're saying, Shannon, and that will help, but it'll be quartermaster will be better off.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll do +2 on quartermaster. Jason will be on. Well, I mean, Jafari will be the trailblazer, and
I guess I'll be the scout.
we don't want the +1 on the trailblazer.
Well, we both got plus
We
one.
have 2 plus
Oh, you
1s,
do.
and we have a plus 2. So I
Alright.
guess I'll do the travel one or whatever.
Yeah, trailblazer.
Let us adventure.
All right.
Well, damn.
Damn.
Oh,
Well, I get an XP at least.
No, 7.
scouting.
No, I mean, I get an XP.
Oh,
I've got trailblazing. Kind of.
Also, don't forget we
Okay.
have the water filtration system, which gives 1 water a day.
Yep. So, yeah, one water per night. Yeah. So, however you want to manage that. You guys. So on the horizon, you guys are doing fairly well. You've consumed a reasonable amount of water. So 2 per day. You've been out for 3 days, but the storm is on the horizon, and it's coming towards you guys. Whoever was scouting, Jafari, you spot the storm early enough, and you guys are able to set up whatever you want to set up to get past it. But it is coming for you, and there's no outrunning it.
Okay.
So we'll definitely just want to bide our time in the tent.
Like these storms, they're like it'll tear a tent apart.
Then dig into the ground.
I don't think we have a shovel.
Well, it's mostly sand.
From my
isn't it?
past experience, Squid, would I know what, like, a good sort of idea what we can, do?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it gives us a free pass, but like an idea of what we can do to get past the situation.
So in some places there are like overhanging rocks that you can drop behind. Definitely having a brick in front of your face and stop the sand going in your eyes. Definitely cover all your metal objects, weapons, whatever. And also something that comes with the storm. These creatures called sandstorm cutthroats. They're like, you can't tell, they might be halflings, they might be goblins or something else, you don't know, but they're like small things that carry axes, so like a long dagger. And they kill people, they follow the storm as cover. For some reason they're okay in the storm, but they kill people and take their water.
Right, yep, so Yakari, he suggests we should head to, or like, find one of those rock overhangs, go there and take cover there.
Can we see any in the distance?
Any what?
Any of the rocks?
Give me a defy danger with wisdom.
I'm currently riding on my wolf for tireless help at all. His is tireless effect. Any way possible.
What role were you?
I was Trailblazer, so now we're looking for thingy.
All right, yeah, you can. Your wolf is not as tired as you guys, so you can ride him and run like to the nearest sand dune and get a high look to try and see these caves. Get a +1 on the roll, but you have to make the roll.
Alright. What's the stat?
Wisdom.
Okay. Cool, that's +2.
We're all gonna die. That's
Beautiful. There's one big enough to fit all of you guys. And yeah, it's facing the right direction so that the storm will go sort of over the top of you. You got to rush to get there though.
It's a good thing my wolf is huge. Could hold all of us. Alright.
No. He's not. I thought you were riding.
Yeah. But you
Yeah.
said that everyone was riding on. I'm like, what?
No.
Something like that.
No,
No,
it
no.
means the overhang of the rock.
I meant-
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys have got to rush to it.
Do I have to roll to rush to it?
Yes.
Why did you
Um,
last time?
Individually or?
defy danger, dexterity. Your tireless wolf. You can take a +1.
Oh, there's ones though.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Someone's
What?
dead.
Could I somehow aid Jafari?
Can I
Maybe-
pick him up?
Maybe I see him like slowing down, so I take off what I've currently got and I go back
Oh, damn.
with my wolf and try and carry him on the wolf as well.
Flipping around, oh, it's just sand. So, Yokri, you got an 8. If you go back and help the other two, you're going to expose yourself to a small portion of the storm. They are going to get some anyway. I think Jafari. There's like a root of some long dead tree that's like just under the sand, and you like get your foot caught in it. Calvin, I think you trip at the top of a sand dune and you go tumbling down it.
Oh, sorry. What is the roll again?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. Oh, crap, I
Um,
got -1 on that.
Yeah, you go tumbling down it, and it like throws you off in the wrong direction, sort of thing. So it's going to take you longer to get there. Either way, you guys are going to take some of the storm, and
Oh, man.
with all three of you, it's going to take both Xavier and Yokri to go back and help you guys.
Well, see, like, I would be running next to Calvin.
All
What I
right.
was thinking is that what I could do is I'm going to send my wolf to go help Jafari, and then
Okay.
I'm going to go to Calvin and like drag him to a shortcut that I
Um,
noticed and see if I can do that.
I reckon Xavier, since he said he was right next to Calvin, I reckon.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So the wolf is going for Jafari, and
yeah, and I'm going to help.
Yeah, there's no way I would leave his side.
yeah,
So
okay.
If I knew he was falling, I'd like
Okay.
dive. No,
My roll on dex again.
grab my sword.
Um.
We'll just rely on wisdom because I'm relying on my past experiences to maybe help these guys out.
All right. Yeah, I think that's probably appropriate for you. And Calvin and Xavier.
Strength.
I think you guys are gonna have to make a secondary roll, but this time Constitution, because like you guys have been going through the desert for 3 days, and it's hard running on sand and stuff like that. You're just tired, and it's hard.
So I'm using wisdom
Yep.
and +1 because the wolf's helping.
No, because he's not helping you. He's doing something on his
So
own.
okay, so I'm just
Yeah.
helping. thinking
Yeah.
about myself. Okay.
His help is the fact that you get to help 2 people.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Calvin and Xavier, you guys are going to take a little bit of damage. This will ignore armor. As the storm comes in, whips into you, and gives you like burns, like sand burns across your face and gets in your eyes. It sucks.
Yeah, it's
Um,
Indian sand.
Don't we all have the thing that I mentioned? Like all the stuff over our face and all that?
With this amount of time, you wouldn't have had time to do it. It was a run for the
Yeah.
cave, or
Yeah, I get
or
you.
nothing.
And like when with my roll, I think like what happened is when he fell down the sand dunes, I would have like grabbed him, picked him up, put him over my shoulder, just started running.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I need to roll as well.
Hang on.
Oh, I went back to help you though. That's
Yeah. I think you guys are gonna take the damage. This damage here. And your eyes, the three of you that is, Yokri and Jafari, your eyes are stinging, and you're gonna take -1 ongoing until the dust settles. So on any move.
so we did get out of it though, right?
Yeah, but you managed to get into the cave opening.
We
yeah,
just suffered the damage. That's all.
Yep, the damage, and until the dust settles, you're going to have -1 to any move.
Okay.
So the storm is howling overhead. You now have time to get out some material, cover your eyes and nose and mouth, and like sort of huddle down from the storm.
Rothgar made it, right? He helped out thingy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do I know about these things that travel in the storm?
You probably don't. I think the only one that would know about it is Yokri.
Yeah, I'm gonna inform them all now of it.
Right, and now I draw my sword just to stay vigilant.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna set my wolf in guard mode.
Guard. Okay. And guarding what? The
Just
party?
yeah, the party, like just
Okay.
where we are,
Yeah.
just to stay
Can I-
vigilant, kind of thing.
Can I use a spell to try and you know how like kind of like the similar sort of a thing from like the TARDIS from Doctor Who. You know how like it's there but you don't really notice it.
Okay, so you want like a facade,
Yeah, sort of just like they.
an illusion that means that the cave opening is not, that like the overhang crop thing is not there, so that they
Yeah.
don't see it.
Yeah, I was going for more of just like they might technically see us, but they wouldn't take any notice of it. You know, that sort of effect.
Okay, all right. So like a subtle. Yeah. So you're gonna have the -1 from the effects of the storm, but you're gonna have a +1 because it's in line with your thingamadiggy. So roll
Yeah.
plus intelligence. And by the way, everybody who failed at any point during that, make sure you take your experience for it.
Thankfully, I got partials and didn't fail.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Nice.
You still have to pick one of those things. You did get the minute to yourself to clear your mind.
Yeah.
That was back in town, though, you know.
I guess the sapping energy.
All right. Okay. So I think the storm goes overhead. I think you guys see from the cave opening. Those of you that are paying attention, you see these little creatures running along in the storm. They jump. Even one of them jumps from the overhang down and keeps running past out. And they don't pay attention to you.
Yeah, I assuming I would have told them that was happening. Otherwise, they'd be
Yeah,
like,
I-
"Attack it!"
I figured.
So from Yokurai's experience, he knows that he can't use his bow during the storm, so that whole time he just had his sword drawn, just waiting.
Yeah, okay. Alright. So the storm goes overhead, passes you guys. Yeah. You can see it heading off in the, the wind calms down, the noise ceases, the sand sort of drops.
Oh, dear me. That gave me quite a scare. Thanks for the help, Xavier, as always.
Of course.
Yokurai's
So-
gonna head to Rothkai and just gonna pat him on the head, going, "You did well."
How many of you guys have metal armor?
Me. Oh, I know
Yeah.
scale.
Scale is metal still.
Okay, then yes.
Yeah, I got chainmail.
Okay. You notice that your armor is like is pretty much it's rusting pretty quickly. It looks like you've left it out in the rain. It's just in that sort of couple of minutes that the storm was going over.
Well. Yeah, I guess. Do we keep going after a bit of a rest?
What time of the day is it
Um,
that we can notice?
mid-afternoon, probably 4, 5 maybe.
Perhaps we should rest.
So pretty much set up.
Oh
camp.
wait, you guys were traveling at night, weren't you?
Oh yeah, I guess we were.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So it's nearly day then.
Yeah, that's probably ample time to rest.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna like set up camp under this overhang.
Probably a good idea.
Okay. Make camp. Okay, when you settle into rest, consume a ration. So I'm going to say over the last couple of days, you guys have consumed. This would be your third ration.
So down to 7 for me.
Okay.
How much water we used throughout the whole time, by the way?
You've used 2 per day. It's been 3 days. So
No,
Down to nothing. Well, I'm
6.
down to nothing.
yeah, I'm down to nothing as well.
I only had
okay.
3 to start off with. I was down to
Well,
nothing.
we had 6. Oh, we had like 9 spare ones, didn't we?
yeah, but
And we had the one thing that got 1 water each day.
yeah, and you had the thing that has what? So you've had 3 extra. So that's 12 split between the 5 of you. I don't think it's still not enough. I think you're running out of water today.
Okay.
The day it's probably another day ahead of you is the city from what you know, Yokri.
Yep. We'll just have to survive a day without water, probably.
Yeah. It's gonna be rough, and you're gonna, you're kind of hoping that you don't get attacked or anything like that, because if you do, it's gonna suck. Okay, so you've consumed your rations and your water. If you're somewhere dangerous, decide the watch order as well. If you have enough XP, you can level up. And if you awake from at least a few uninterrupted hours of sleep, you can heal damage up to half your max HP. So the watch order for the day. Are you setting watch?
Yeah, I suppose we should.
Okay. What's the watch order?
I won't go first. I'll probably go towards the end.
I'll go first.
I'll probably go around the middle.
I'll go after Calvin.
Okay, so Calvin, then Xavier,
Then Yokrai.
then Yokri. Do you want 4th or 5th, Jafari?
4th.
You good with that?
Yeah, I'll go last.
Okay. I want each of you in turn to make the take watch, which is the highlighted thing when you watch and something. When you watch and something approaches, so not everybody has to do it. I am going to make a secret roll.
Gonna roll a d5 and watch.
Ho ho!
Uh-oh.
He's rolling 5 dice, and each
Yeah.
time.
They're all like 20s.
Yep.
No, he's rolling a D100 because that's how many
I rolled a
things are going
2.
to attack.
You guys
us.
are getting attacked by a dragon, a sand dragon. It spurts out hot sand.
By the very unlikely scenario, your day goes past uneventful.
Woo!
Oh,
Oh, I wanted to fail my wisdom roll and then have nothing come anyway.
Just
Okay.
be stressed the whole time. Just like, what was that? What was that?
The
Ah,
concept of
sand.
sand dragon is actually pretty scary. Like, can you imagine getting blown in the face by like hot sand? Oh, it's horrible.
hot sand would just be like glass. Just like molten glass melting on you.
Turn your
no,
face.
no, hot sand is even worse.
Oh, like walking on it at the beach.
No, like in medieval warfare, they used to get a great big cauldron and just fill it with sand and heat it up until it hadn't melted into glass. It was just red hot. Then catapult it onto the enemy. Then you've got burning sand that gets in behind your armor and just scalds your skin and burns you all over.
Yeah, you can't take your armor off either.
Yeah. It's like when you get sand in everywhere at the beach, except
Except
it's
it's
red
burning
hot
you.
and- yeah,
Well,
it's a very bad, mean thing.
I suppose when they run out of oil, they use sand.
So the day goes by, and the night. You guys, pick up your stuff. By the way, you guys heal up from the night's sleep.
Oh yeah. The day's sleep.
From the day's sleep, that's right. The night comes, and you guys grimly make the trip through the night without any water, trudging along. It's a freezing night as well, which is no solace like for the water. Although it's not hot, it's not parching you. It's so dry and
I take a sip out of that water machine.
I mean, that's probably what's only going to get between the 5 of you taking one
Tiny sip each.
tiny
Every
sip
now and
each,
then.
and it's enough to like sort of just keep you going. It's if you don't find this city tonight, tomorrow may be pretty grim.
So what are we doing?
So it gets on in the night. It's sort of the sun is nearly about to rise. What do you do? You can't see the town yet.
Damn. Is there
I'd
like...
be taking more rolls.
Yeah, can we look around? Like, I don't know, perception check or something to see if it is nearby?
Yeah, okay. It's a defy danger wisdom.
Come on, town. Yes, the town's there.
Oh,
Wow.
So
Say it, friend.
you wander around for a little while. You keep trudging on. Sun is just about to rise, and you're like, this is gonna suck. And then off in the distance, I think as you get to the top of a sand dune, you spot at first this smoke, just a tiny, tiny little pillar of smoke on the horizon. Couple hours walk. You're gonna have to walk a couple hours during the the morning, but you know the morning in the desert is not too bad. The sun's hot, but the sand is still cool, so it's not too bad. Yeah, you spot the town.
I hope that's the town over there and not a sand dragon.
All right.
Yeah,
So do you
can hope.
you stop and rest and whatever, or do you just keep going for another couple hours and get to the town?
Keep going.
Keep going.
That water.
You guys are parched, by the way. Like really.
Yeah, no, we just smash it out.
All right.
Do it.
We all
Alright.
take turns
Yeah.
riding the wolf.
Alright. He's savage. He doesn't really like being red.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is try and use a spell that's not my alignment, just to try and keep us going. To try and make some water.
To try and make some water.
There's like an actual spell for that. So I don't know what
Okay.
to do that.
You are.
Hold
I
on
just
a
take a
minute,
minus
Jafari,
one,
that's
wait,
not a
no, you
spell.
had
I
a-
can do that myself.
No, that's right. You had a rest, didn't you? So it's just going to be -1 compared to your normal int.
Okay. And how many things would I make? Or does it depend on?
Depends on how good you roll.
Come on, 14.
It's alright.
7. So you have to choose 2 of those effects.
I'm gonna go with the sapping
Mm-hmm.
and the. We don't really want to draw attention, do we? I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with more or less effective.
Okay. All right. So you guys get enough. You get 5 uses basically, enough to just get you a little bit. Basically, get you that last couple of hours.
Okay.
You get the idea. You stop. Concentrate. Bring up some water from the ground. You lay out all this the skins. Bring up some water out of the ground and collect it in the skins, and yeah, it's enough for like a small drink each.
Okay.
Some solace at least. At least you guys are not gonna, you're not gonna get a fever or anything like that when you push yourself so hard.
Cool.
All right. In a couple hours, you see beyond the smoke, you see the rest of the town, and then you see this image that's on the screen there with the town and the oasis, the waterfalls and the river,
And there's
the
us.
small river and the lake, and then you hear the music. As you guys are coming into town, you can smell the water. Honestly, from the oasis in the middle of this desert, and the atmosphere around here is so much different. The people predominantly they're Atharians, so they're much darker skin. And there's people like smiling and happy. There's kids playing, jump rope in the streets. There's people like. Not only drinking from the water, but they're also, they get some water out and put them in like barrels, and they're like doing their washing in the barrel. Where you guys are from, nobody does washing because you can't spare the water, right? And so they're like, there's kids playing in the oasis, and there's like a group of musicians that are like banging on some drums. There's some people dancing. There's like in the last 6 years, especially for Jafari, like you haven't seen anything like this.
Upon seeing the water, Rothkai like uncontrollably starts rushing to it while Yakri is riding him. So
Yep.
yeah, he's just charging to the water.
Yeah. Drink your fill. It's
Pretty
a
much.
big lake.
And fill up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll-
Any skins that you've got, you can fill up.
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
be doing that as well.
Is there anyone
So-
selling extra water bottles around the place?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's it's like a big bristling market. There's like